everybody! I wanted to start this video off by expressing my insanely massive gratitude towards all of the responses in my last video. I now have 180 subscribers, which is, I don't know, for some reason YouTube just feels like this unattainable platform, so every single time somebody leaves a comment or watches my video, I'm like, somebody left a comment or subscribed or watched the video. So yeah, I am very, very hyped about that. Also, 6,000 of you watched my last video. Hello, that is crazy. Also, thank you to everybody who left a response under that video and like shared their experiences or their thoughts. I think it was really fun and wonderful to see everybody's reactions to my little rambly little video. So today I'm doing a little bit of an introduction to myself through the form of a Meet the Artist post. You've probably seen these online a bunch. It's basically where an artist draws themselves and kind of surrounds that drawing with their interests, what they like, what they don't like their basic information that they want to share. It's just like a fun, artsy way to introduce yourself to people who don't know you. And I was planning to make one anyway because I used to hate making these. I don't know why. I think it's just because a lot of details are required to kind of make it good, and I am the most impatient artist you'll ever meet. Like, you wouldn't guess it from the type of art that I make, because I really like making detailed art, or like my art isn't really simple, you know? Like I kind of have a more elaborate is not the right word, like more realistic style, so that like requires some time. But in secret, I am the most impatient artist ever. I will just suggest detail instead of drawing it. Like, that is my jam. I will just be like, squiggle, and then it, like, when you look from far away, it like means something. Anyways, but with these types of posts, you can do that like a little bit, but not really, because there's just a lot to see. So to make it a little bit easier for myself, I started off with making a sketch off camera, just because I wanted to figure everything out, just see like what I wanted to put on there. And I don't know, it's just not really that interesting to see. So you can see me just like rendering that sketch in this video. And can I just say, I struggled a lot with drawing my face first and foremost, which I mean, it's not surprising because I started off with just like using a Pinterest reference for the pose, which I liked, but then, you know, the Pinterest person isn't me, so I kind of had to, I just started drawing my face from memory. And I've done this before and it came out like fine, but for some reason it didn't come out fine at all. Maybe it's also because the person is wearing glasses, so it was like extra difficult to see like where their features are, and then in comparison where my features would be. But I ended up fixing it later. I just took a quick reference of my own face, and that like really helped out, so that was nice. So yeah, and I also had this idea of having like a little sticker with my profile picture and like the Meet the Artist, just like as a fun little detail. And I end up adding like some kind of sticker like illustrations throughout the drawing anyways. And I also wanted to make little like computer screen type things where I put like the information. I always really like this look, but it kind of makes me feel like when you wear a skirt for the first time and you think to yourself like, do people know that I'm not a skirt wearer? And like everybody and do you know what I'm saying? Like, you try out something new that you think is cool and that you've seen other people do, but then you kind of feel like a fraud because it's not something that you've really come up with, and you want it to become authentic, but it's not like 100% authentic yet because it's new and it's scary. So you're kind of like, you kind of feel like people can tell that you're nervous about it. I don't know. And then nobody can tell, and it's not a big deal at all, but it's like all in your head. Anyways, that was me with this like computer window layout thing. But I like how it came out, and I think I will be using this more often because it's so fun and whimsical and like cute, and I don't know, it's a nice aesthetic. Yeah, and also something that I came up with after I already made the sketch, because the person was sitting on stairs and I was like, I can sit on stairs, but it's not really interesting. And I thought, why not make me sit on like a pile of books, and that will give me like the chance to introduce all of the books that I love. I didn't end up including all of them, but just like the main ones, you know, like the 10 out of 10s. I kind of like how it came out. It is a little busy, but I don't know. I think like the simplicity of my outfit kind of combats it a little bit and still makes me pop out, so I think that's good. All right, maybe I should just like start talking about what's in the windows. So just my general stats. My name is Pim, but it also isn't. Like, it's a nickname, so you can call me Pim. I will react to the name Pim, but I don't really feel comfortable sharing my real name. It's kind of like this internet persona where I can kind of show my true self without feeling judged. I don't know, it's weird. Somehow the alias gives me power, you know? I did put down that I was 25. I am in fact not 25 years of age at this moment. My birthday is in a few weeks, and I was planning on posting this Meet the Artist when I was turning 25. But again, I've already said I am the most impatient artist you will ever meet, so I didn't want to wait those weeks. I just wanted to kind of post it now. So I changed it back to 24 at the end. And something about like my age, I never really feel my age. I always feel like a few years older. I don't really know why that is. My guess is it's part like personality, right? Like I've got all of the hobbies of a grandma, but I think maybe it also has to do with the fact that I'm the youngest of 3. I ended up putting a little wee cursor with the number 3 to kind of signify that. It's like a little hint for the people that know, because I always had to play like, you know, as the youngest, you always have to play the 3rd or like the 2nd. You never get to be the first one, because the oldest sibling gets to do that. That's a little nod to that. But yeah, I was the youngest in my family, and I feel like that kind of made me grow up a little bit, because you just have to go along with what the rest is doing. Not in a bad way at all, but it is just how I feel. So whenever my birthday is close, I just feel like I'm already at that age, even if I'm not that age at all. Like I started feeling like I was 25 in like January. Anyways, my pronouns are she, her, and I am an INFJ. I am probably the most INFJ that has ever INFJ'd. I love looking at the personality database. It's basically a website. I even downloaded the app. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I every single book that I read, or like basically just media I consume, I look up the characters and see what their MBTI is. And I also like guessing people's MBTI. It's just, I don't know, it's really fun. I don't really believe in putting people in boxes that much. Like, I've met multiple people that don't really fit into the MBTI framework, which is totally fine. But I do think it's really fun to just kind of, it's kind of like a surface level introduction, which, I mean, it does say a little bit about you, right? Like, being an INFJ is really different from being an ESTP. Like, you can't like, there's no overlap there. Anyways, so I'm an INFJ, and I am tiny. I'm small. I am from the Netherlands, so everybody is freaking huge here, and yeah, I am really tiny. So I have had many a elbow in my forehead that people put on their jackets. Like, it's a hazard. Yeah. So below my stats, I drew my cat. She's not technically only my cat. She lives with my parents, and my sister and I got her for our birthday. And I don't know, she's so cute. She's me if I were a cat. Like, she's so sleepy and sassy, and she has her routine, and she's really, really soft, and she's really sweet. But she knows what she wants, you know? Like, she's clear, and she's like, she tells you what she wants. Actually, she cuddled up to me while I was drawing this, so I was like, oh, I'm drawing you and you're right there. Anyways, yeah, I love her so much. I also put like little yes and no boxes just to kind of tick off some stuff that I like and I don't like. So in the yes box, I put reading around 0 degrees Celsius plus sun. I think that's my favorite weather. Bonus points if there's snow. The word snow kind of fell away. Or like, I don't know. It just says now, which I'm only now realizing, looking at like the final product while I'm making this voiceover. That's a little bit stupid. Anyways, it's supposed to say snow. I actually put down mountains at first, but I changed it to nature just because the word mountains would have fit in the box. But yeah, I love nature. I love my family. I adore my family. They're like the most important people in my life. Aside from my friends, I also love my friends, but my family is like number one. When it comes to art, I love Impressionism. I did have like a little bit of an Impressionist phase. I don't know if you call it a phase. I still like painting in that style sometimes, but I'm more into digital art right now. Maybe I will go back to the more impressionist style. I did like a October drawing challenge where I challenged myself to make a little painting every day. Yeah. So that's why I put that there. And then I also put whimsy. It's just important to be whimsical. Nothing is that serious. Choose peace. That is one of my new life mottos. And then in the nah box, I put snails. I did realize that I also put chewing gum, but it kind of got rendered out. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know. I skipped over it. I hate snails and chewing gum. Like, I respect snails as in, like, I will not hurt them or anything, but they're just so slimy, and the same goes with chewing gum. It just makes me nauseous. Eating it myself, like, just thinking about it, like, you can't swallow, and it's okay, I need to stop thinking about it. It's so okay. The same goes for boiled potatoes, which is more of like a texture type thing, like anything that is not a thick soup, but you can't really like bite into. I really dislike. Like, even if you have parts of potatoes with like the peel on it and you've baked them, like, that's fine. As long as there's like a little bit of crunch, I'm totally fine with it. But just like the mush, nah. Feet have to go on there. I hate feet. So why are they like that? I don't know. I hate them. Power abusers, which just takes a jump into like something serious, I guess, but yeah, it does irk me. Like, especially people who, like, there's two types of power abusers, I feel like, right? Like, the people who have the power and they deliberately abuse it, and they know that they're abusing their power, which is annoying, but at least it's like, okay, at least you're like self-aware that you're a bad person, I guess. But the thing that irks me more is people who have like the power over you in a certain dynamics, or like a professor or like your boss or whatever, right? And they abuse their power in some way, which can happen, you know, sometimes situations happen. But then when you try to correct it and like say like, hey, you are in a power situation right now and I don't think you're using it in a good way, they don't listen. Ugh, that makes me so mad. Like, bruh, be normal. Just accept the power you have and use it responsibly. Hello. Anyways, yeah, that really gets on my nerves. And I also put badly written books on there, mainly because, like, I enjoy some good slop, like some good romance. I am not above that at all. I am a thing enjoyer. Like, I will read every single genre except for, like, probably most self-help books. I don't know, I don't really like those, but, like, any type of fiction I will probably enjoy. But if the writing style is bad, then I don't care for it anymore. Like, if it's just not written well, like the prose itself is just crap, nah. No thank you. And I'm not even talking about like YA. I enjoy YA because YA can be written really well, but yeah, so bad books, no. And then below that, I made a little window with my hyperfixations, I guess, or just like media that I enjoy. So I put my little drawing of the DanAndPhil plushies, which are really cute. Next to that, I put my silly goofy drawing of Ilya Malinin in his toothless hat. This one is quite a recent one. Like, I started watching the Olympics this year and I got really into figure skating. Maybe I'll make a video about it. The World Championships are going on this week and I'm so hyped for it. Like, I will be sitting behind the screen watching it. Like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to see what will happen with those. I also put my Nintendo DS Lite on it. I did buy a Nintendo 3DS, but I still need to mod it. So the DS Lite was like from my childhood. So I've been getting into retro gaming a little bit more lately. Maybe I will make a video about that soon actually as well, because I have like thoughts on it. Anyways, so that is on there. Then I put Merlin and Arthur. Obviously, I've been obsessed with Merlin since I was 12. Same goes for DanAndPhil, by the way. Yeah, they are not leaving my life ever. You know, the hyperfixations that one latches onto when you're a young teenage girl, they just never leave you. It's just, that's the way it goes. I also put Jungle Skog on there because I freaking love Jungle Skog. I have 2 tiny ones and a big one. Like, it's that serious. It is that serious. Like, I had to... I have, like, 2 smaller ones, and one of them lives at my parents' house, and the other one lives in, like, my student room, so I didn't have to carry it with me everywhere. Yeah, I love my Jungle Skog. Yes. total like 100% comfort stuffed animal. And then the other 3 things is My Little Pony. This has been my guilty pleasure since, I mean, I was into My Little Pony when I was 10, but then since it has turned into a guilty pleasure. But I refuse to be guilty about it anymore. It is just a pleasure. And I talked about it in my last video, so if you're interested in that, go watch it. It's about making cringe art and liking guilty pleasures, I guess, and a bunch of other stuff. And then I also put Wolfstar on there. So it's just like a little Remus Lupin and then like Padfoot. I do want to say we do not condone She Who Must Not Be Named on this channel. I think, you know, very problematic. However, as I have said, the hyperfixations you get as a 14-year-old, you know, the there should be like, we should call it like the hyperfixation distribution system. Anyways, yeah, they never leave you. And I did unfortunately get into All the Young Dudes a little bit too much, like during COVID. You know, it was also during the Dan and Phil hiatus. You know, I had to have something, and Remus was my favorite character, also like when I was a teenager. So yeah, All the Young Dudes, I am an All the Young Dudes fanatic. I even own physical copies of the books that I made covers for myself, and I know that it's not like completely ethical, but also I'm not selling them and I'm not doing anything with them except for reading them, so, you know. Also, have you heard there is gonna be a published version of it? People on TikTok were talking about it, like All the Young Dudes is gonna be published. I'm so like interested to see what that will be, because it's about Hogwarts. Like, how are you gonna... But at the same time, Carry On exists, and it's also like almost about Hogwarts and Harry Potter, so I don't know. We'll see. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, the last hyperfixation is the Shut Up I'm Talking podcast. Now, again, disclaimer, I did not really know anything about Tommy Innit and Jack Manifold when they were in the Dream SMP. Like, I did know that it existed, but it wasn't really piquing my interest. I think it was just a little bit too much energy, too much screaming. Like, it wasn't like, I wasn't the target demographic for that. However, funny story, I went to the Terrible Influence tour in Brighton, and after the show I went like to the stage door, because there was like a tradition where the fans would greet Dan and Phil and be like, yay, we love the show. Like, it was very respectful though, like it wasn't like a bad situation. Anyway, so I did that and I couldn't find the entrance, so I was like looking around to see where it was, and then I heard all of the fans screaming near the door, and I was like, oh damn, I missed it. Like, I missed the opportunity to be like, yeah, I loved it. So I was like, oh no, oh okay, what do I do? And then I saw 2 figures walking past me, and it was kind of like, it was really dark, so I was kind of like trying to see who it was, like trying to see if it was Dan and Phil or not. I felt like really rude because I was just like staring at these dudes, and then I realized like the tall one, I was like, I think I know, like, I don't know, I thought I knew him, but I didn't know like exactly from where, so I don't know, I just passed. And then when I got to the fans, they were like, yeah, Tommy Innit and Jack Manifold were just here. I was like, wait, that's crazy. And so after that, they, you know, Dan and Phil went on their podcast, and that was the first ever episode I saw. I really liked it, like the podcast. Like, of course Dan and Phil were funny, but I also really liked how Tommy and Jack talked to them. And then I started watching the whole podcast, and now I'm a Patreon subscriber and I've gone down the rabbit hole. Anyways, yeah, that's, you know, I would recommend. They're really funny and they tell really stupid stories. It's just nice to listen to sometimes. Is there anything else? Oh right, I added a tiny little detail, which is the keychain that I made, which says Born to Dilly Dally for Login, and I put that on my uni bag because I think it's funny. I think it's just really funny to go to go to a lecture and be like, I'm forced to be here. Except I'm not, like, it's of my own free will, but still. Oh, by the way, I also used this drawing to make a little channel banner, and I think it looks so cute, so I just wanted to mention that. It's the first banner that I actually really like. Like, I've had a lot of rebrands and redesigns. I also want to make a video about it because it's just like funny to think about and go through. And I have a lot of thoughts, okay? I have a lot of thoughts that I want to share. But yeah, this one, peak design. I think that's about it. I have been talking for a long time, I am now realizing. So I am gonna leave this here. If any of the stuff that I put in my Meet the Artist intrigues you or piques your interest, please comment down below. I love yapping about my special interests and books that I like. So yes, anyways, that's the video. I am having so much fun making these. I just want to say, like, something clicked in my brain. I was watching a lot of Emma Artley. I will talk more about that probably in the next video. But something is clicking. Something is working up here. So yeah. Anyways, I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you again for all the love, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!